Hi everyone, how you guys all doing? I had a pretty good day. I'm gonna try to get the link ready. And well, this looks like it's gonna be one of those nights, everyone. Hi Tiffany. I'm trying to get the link ready. Hi Miss Blue Moon. I don't know if the link dropped yet, but there it is. Now it should be up there. There's the link for Miss Blue Moon when she gets ready. Uh, but no, I had a pretty good day. Went to town, got a few things. Uh, Posted a few more videos this morning to try to help the angel for Christmas, Alicia. And so that all turned out pretty good. And then I came home and finished the rocket stove up, fired it up, and that worked really good. Made some eggs on it. I think I could have probably made 2 dozen eggs or a dozen eggs. Yeah, it only takes a little bit of wood. It's pretty easy to start. Uh, I see we're getting a lot of comments about it. Uh, but for Alicia for Christmas, I said in that live if first package we get for Alicia for Christmas, I'll send that rocket stove out for free to as long as I got an address. And because I really want to help her, and that's why I've been pushing, pushing, pushing. I know a lot of you probably asking why am I pushing it so hard, but I really want this girl to have a nice Christmas. Uh, I know I sometimes I get over worried about things, and because I definitely wanted to take her uh stuff over on the 22nd that we get her and surprise her. And but no, I just trying to get some free advertising on YouTube, doing different videos to try to lift her hopes up because she watches the show. But I need to flip back to the thing here. But yeah, I'm trying to keep that in there in case you want to come up there. But yeah, no, it worked really good, that rocket stove. Yeah, it worked really well. Yeah, it worked really well. I don't know if anybody's in here or not. I see people, but what we got there? Tammy Riggs. Yeah, hi Tammy. Uh, but no, I just thought I'd come on talk about some of the things going on. Uh, but and there's nobody in the back room yet. Yeah, it's showing about 4 people or so. I think 4 or 5. Well, we'll get some people. We sat here long enough. I want to talk about Alicia a little bit and some of the stuff that's going on. Uh, a few nights ago, I had a conversation with Miss Blue Moon and Edna and Lily, Jay, and Don. Boy, it was a good conversation. I wish I would have got it on live. It would have been really good. Uh, our weather was pretty nice after about afternoon. Took a good while to warm up today. Uh, it was about 44 earlier, like this, about 11 o'clock, but time 3 o'clock come, it was almost 65, I think, and then it's cooled back down now. Uh, yeah, I don't know what your guys' weather's like. I know ours has been cold, warm, cold, warm. I know I walked in the greenhouse and I thought I was walking on the beach. Greenhouse was really warm. Uh, yeah, if you guys didn't get to see the rocket stove cooking on it, I got it right here. This here's the rocket stove. It worked really well. Uh, but yeah, I thought that was pretty nice. I thought, yeah, I might only got one, but it'd be nice if I can definitely get Alicia with a few packages, to open up for Christmas. That's why I said I'll send that rocket stove out to somebody. Uh, she likes art stuff, and she likes to paint the number things and colored markers to paint the numbers. She likes a lot of that stuff. Like I said, she sits in her wheelchair uh, a good bit, and then she's got a chair she sits in. Uh, but we can. Yeah, I figure somebody would jump up here. Now tomorrow night's going to be a big show. Uh, yeah, tomorrow we're going to. I'm hoping to have. We're going to do a little bit of talking, and we got a prayer group maybe coming in here. We got Lily J and Dawn that does prayer group. They was thinking about coming on tomorrow and doing a real nice show, helping me out, and I thought that would be nice. Hi, Pops. Uh, but no, things are starting to work out. I know a lot of people says, well, you need to pick your time. I just don't want to cut people off, and other people's got shows, but if we're gonna get this uh the turnout for Alicia, and that's why I've been doing a lot of shorts and lives, trying to get some advertising a little bit so people sees it. But it would just be nice to, brighten her day up a little bit. It'd be nice to brighten her day up. That's what I'm hoping for. And the Lord, He'll come through. I know He will. Uh, and we could be sitting here, maybe we could sit here and do maybe we'll pray or something. Because I got some names, I told people I'd put them on a prayer list, and maybe we can do that now. And maybe it'll help a little bit. And if you guys want, we can go ahead and do that if you guys want. If you guys want, I'll just go ahead and pray now. Let me get my hat off. Lord, we come to you today. We got people in our hearts. We got T. Lee. She needs prayer. She's having a little rough time. Her boys and her son, just go to her heart and help them get through. We got Lily J out there. Her mother passed away. Her grandmother passed away. And very sweet ladies. We got Dave. He had a stroke. He's out of the hospital now. Just give him the strength, to get better, learn to walk again. Felicia, we've been asking you to help Felicia. I know we've been praying all week for her. And anybody that's sick or whatever comes in here, please heal them, Lord. If anybody that's in here that's having a rough time, help them out. And like I said, some of the names that I named, I know that ain't all, but when we got, everybody that's been helping me trying to get Alicia taken care of, like Dawn and Miss Blue Moon and Travis and, Edna, all those people, it's, we're trying to build an army to help you, Lord. And we'll keep trying and trying, and we know you'll come through and just heal them with whatever heartache or whatever they have in their, whatever they're struggling through. And amen. But yeah, I talked to a few people today. But like I said, tomorrow night we got a few people coming in. Oh, there's Miss Blue Moon. Sorry about that, Miss Blue Moon. Oh, you went off. I'm working on it. Your button don't want to work. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay, Larry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention and I wasn't focused, but I was praying and I didn't see you was coming in there. But I
No,
just
you're fine.
this
When I hit the link, you were praying. It's fine. It's all good.
But no, I had some people reach out to me today and wanted me to pray for them. I just thought that would be a nice thing to do. Uh, I had T. Lee come and ask me to pray for her and her son and her son's friend and Dave, one of my friends. He had a stroke and he's getting better now. And then we had a few other people like Lily J. Pray for you guys trying to help me for help the angel, but it was all good. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, Larry. I was just kind of looking at the comments in your chat, and it's just hard to understand people sometimes.
Oh, I know it, but it's okay. Like I said, the Lord will pull through, and He'll help us as much as He can.
Okay, so let's talk about our angel Alicia.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so for anybody new to the show or that's in the live that will see it tomorrow or the next day, we have chosen an angel. Her name is Alicia. She's 19, going to be 20. She's in a wheelchair. She has been in a really bad situation, and we are trying to help her have a good Christmas. And Larry and Edna are going above and beyond. And there are videos on the channel where you can go back and see what has been done for her, and you can meet her. She is a beautiful girl with a beautiful soul, and she's easy. She wears a two accent clothes. Larry asked her what we like for Christmas, and she said clothes.
Yep.
And to me, that's like heartbreaking because most people don't just ask for clothes, but she needs them. And she wears a 10.5 in a shoe, and she loves to draw. She loves crayons. She loves colored pencils. She loves markers. She loves art pads where she can draw big, beautiful pictures. She honestly, she didn't ask for a lot.
No,
And
you didn't.
she really didn't, did she, Larry?
No, she didn't ask for nothing really. She just liked to have some clothes and maybe some crazy art or some kind of notebook and colored pencils or crowns, uh, shoes, maybe some socks or uh, one of those blankets she can sit with on, where she sits at. She can cover her legs when it's cool. Uh, yeah, she really didn't ask for much. I just thought this is something we could do. You got all these groups that, they like to help people, and you can't get too many of them to put anything on. Or, you know, I try to do this just because I see people wanting to do things, and then after we break into it, it's hard to get people to help. But like I said, we got the video up. It talks about some of the things she needs. We've already took her a Christmas tree. Uh, there ain't very much she asked for, so I think we can come through with that. But it'd be just nice to go a little bit more in what she asked for. Being in that wheelchair all day and just sitting there and, you know, she'd probably like to have something different to call her on, or or even a puzzle. You can go to the dollar store and just get simple things. It's better than just sitting at home, on day of Christmas. Everybody else is open gifts. I know we're in a rough time, but I just think, take $5 out of your wallet and go down and get some colored pencils or markers, or, go to the dollar store, buy her a $5 blanket or a $10 pair of shoes. That's going to lift her hopes up. And that's what I want to do for people. They're having a rough time, and I just want to try to lift them up. We're supposed to be a community on here, showing people how to do things and, lift them up. So it's just like the rocket stove. I did that video, and the first package I get, and that's what I said, it's going to surprise me if anybody helps me, but I threw the rocket stove in. We already did the video on it. If I could just get, one or two to help me, go to the dollar store, get a few things and send it to me. The first package I get for her, I'm going to send a rocket stove out to whoever gets me the first package. I just figured that'd be the first footstep ahead, marching forward. If we're marching forward, we ain't going backwards.
That's right, Larry. That's right. And what everybody needs to understand is Alicia didn't ask Larry to do this. Larry and Edna knows of this girl from the community. This was a surprise for her. And for you people out there that say, why is everybody in need? I don't understand that question because all you have to do is look around.
Open your
People are
eyes.
people are having a hard time. Two people working in a household are struggling. Okay, this girl's mother is a single parent. Okay, they're struggling. They're not the only ones in this world struggling. And me, myself, I think that's a very ugly question because everybody has neighbors. Everybody drives through their town. You can't see the people. You can't see the looks on their faces. But people need to have compassion and love in their heart. That's what God would want us to do is help each other. Be neighborly, help each other, love one another. That's what it's supposed to be about. And all these people that want to talk about, oh, community, community, let's help each other, let's donate, let's do this and let's do that. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. This girl is in need. It's just her and her mother. Her mom's a single parent. The girl has to have a wheelchair. She has to have a hoist to get up, get down, get out, get in, get out, do everything that she does. Now, what you need to stop and do is ask yourself, can you get up when you're ready of a morning? Can you go make your breakfast, get your cup of coffee? Can you go out in your vehicle and go somewhere when you want? Or can you roll yourself in the bathroom and use the toilet or take a shower when you feel like it? If your answers are yes, then you are blessed. But this girl's answers are no. There's nothing that she can do. And
Sorry about that,
the reason that I'm saying this is there has been several things brought to my attention. There has been ugly comments, ugly phone calls, ugly texts, all kinds of ugliness going on. But you know what? I'm not going to stress on it because that's between you and God. Because if you cannot have the love and compassion in your heart for a girl in a wheelchair, then you need to get on your knees and talk to God. Everybody has had help. Everybody has help. I don't care if it's your parents, your brother, your sister, a friend, a cousin. Everybody has had help. And the people with the ugly mouths have had help. And then they don't understand, oh, why help this girl? Well, this is what you need to do. You need to watch the videos of this girl, and you give me one good reason that you not to help her. I'm telling you what, people better get a grip, because it's a sad world out there, and people's attitudes and their ugliness and their selfishness, only worrying about themselves. It is really sad out there. And you can come on here and pretend, and you can say whatever you like and act like, oh, you're so caring. But God knows. God sees all, hears all, knows all. And it's going to be between you and God. I think this is a beautiful girl. I think this is a beautiful cause. And I think Larry is gone above and beyond and has never asked anybody to get involved with anything. And now he's asking for help to give this girl one Christmas. A girl that wants some shoes and some clothes and some fingernail polish, girl stuff that she doesn't have. Never had. Larry and Edna took her over a Christmas tree. That's her first one. You know what, Larry? I'm sorry. I do apologize, but you know what? The people need to wake up. People need to wake up.
And that's what I said. She didn't ask for much. And if if somebody can't, go to the dollar store, get crowns, colored pencils, or anything, pay for a stamp or whatever. I know I shouldn't have came and asked you guys to help, but you guys kept saying community, community, and I just thought this would be the perfect way to say, guys, I got the first real good person. I'll do a live every time we make a trip there, and it's just like, now, are we going to stand up for community? And I think it's perfect. It could be something bad, it turns really good to show we're here supporting each other. And she's not asking for much, and that's what I said. Even if you guys don't want to help, I know I didn't ask everybody in the chat, but I just thought this was the simplest thing that we could do to help her.
Hello,
Cause
Mr. Irvin. Now, glad you're here. Would you like a link, sir?
yeah, Irvin. Yeah, I tried to text Irvin back here earlier and tell him that stove worked really good.
It did. It looked like it really did. I wanted those eggs.
Well, I built them before, but I've never test tried them out because I ended up not having a pain or whatever, and then I finished getting the rest of it and got it all put together. And I was like, I'm ready to try this thing out. And I tell you what, I could have probably made a dozen eggs. I couldn't. I said, now I'm gonna have to make another one.
Hey, Larry, can you see Irvin's comment?
No.
He said, Larry P., you are doing the right thing. Don't let nobody else tell you any different. You're a very wonderful family. It's up to the individual, different person to do what they want to do.
Well, thank you, Irvin, and that's the thing. I know I'm doing the right thing, but maybe I shouldn't have came to a community, but I just thought it was the right thing. You get these people that does these shows and then they want to do stuff, but just keep the faith in God. He'll he'll come to help us.
Okay, but
But
Larry, let me
yeah,
ask you this. Why not come on here? Why not bring it to the YouTube community? Because they're always the ones saying, Oh, let's help somebody. Let's help somebody. That's the right thing to do. Okay, you found the perfect candidate right there in your own community. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You are doing the most realist, the most honest with your candidate that I have ever seen anybody on YouTube do, because you've showed her, you've interviewed her, you've asked her what she wants. Okay, you're not asking for money. You're telling people, here's my address. Send a Walmart gift card. Send a package. When they all get to your house, you're going to carry them all over there to her and you're going to do a live and show it. No one else has done that.
But no, it's nice, and that's like I told everybody. Even if she gets gift cards, a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to move her from out of her house onto the sidewalk. She lives out in front of a highway. So she's got a Hoyer lift, and you got to put the Hoyer lift. She's got two of them. You got to put one on the porch to lower her down in her wheelchair, and then, or one out on the street, and then take it. You got to take it back and forth, and it's just so much trouble. I feel for her mother too. She has to do all that work. I know it's her kid, but it's a lot of work to get a kid dressed, out of bed, change their diapers and different things, put catheters in, and you know it would be rough. And that's why I said that's why I think she's the best candidate. I told her if she gets gift cards, even if I gotta, get my kids and get her family and maybe get her loaded up. It's like before she needed a ride to go get her water turned on, and I helped her do that and get her water paid up so she could get water and things, and took her so she could get that house that she's living in, and you know it made me feel good. But I this here didn't hit me till after me and you and Edna talked, and I was like, well, I'd probably have a good candidate. And you had thought about it, and then Edna thought about it, and it wasn't a very much thought. And you guys like, just do it. If we can't get people to help us, we'll try to do it ourselves. But it's if you want to help, you can help. I ain't gonna say no to anybody, but it would just be nice to give her a Christmas that she'll remember.
I agree
Yeah, I just
1000%.
think, yeah. And that's like, the day that me and you and Edna was there, we surprised her with the Christmas tree. She kind of had me almost teary eyed, about ready to cry. It was just like one of my kids sitting there. You see a kid like that, it gets you tear eyed.
Well, yeah, Larry, because she could be anybody's kid, mine, yours, anybody that watches this show. She could belong to anybody. Would they want help? Would they appreciate what you're doing? Sure, they would, and so does her mother. But people want to be a community. People want to love and care and stuff. There's a lot of good people out there. We need to stand up and do this for Alicia.
Well, and it's just like I said, the conversation with about five or six, six, I think I got 5 or 6 mods, and the only one I didn't get to talk to, but I know Irvin already spoke his mind a little bit ago. He just told me, Larry, you're doing the right thing, you know, and he might have not have been in on our conversation the other night. There was Lily, Dawn, and me, you, Edna, and we all agreed on, we'll help her some way or one way we'll figure this out. And she those guys support us, and I'm proud that they stand behind this channel, and it makes me feel good. And that's like, tomorrow night we're supposed to have that big show, and we're gonna have Dawn and Lily J in here, and supposed to have a pretty nice pray group and stuff. And I think, if you got a friend that needs God in his heart, bring him over to the show. Maybe we can put God in his heart, or that lady, or whoever it is. Everybody right now needs God in their heart. We're going through a rough time. I know everybody don't have very much money for Christmas, and they got grandkids. It makes it rough. And, if you guys want to help, I'll welcome anybody. And that's like the panel. You want to get up here and say, "Oh, I'll help." I ain't going to turn you down. It's hard to get help. And like I said, you'll feel good afterwards when we do the live and get to see her open her Christmas gifts. Yeah, I just think everybody's a little bit scared to, jump out there and help, but it takes just a little bit. The next day you'll feel like a brand new person. You'll feel God. God lives in your heart. You'll feel better the next day as soon as you help. Soon as you do it, you'll be like, dang, I feel so much better to help another person. There's my buddy Don Ritchie. And
And that's another thing that I'm expressing, Larry. There are a lot of people out there that are scared to help, scared to get involved, don't know where their money's going, don't know what's going to happen, and all that kind of stuff. That's why I'm pointing out you've already done a video. We've already met Alicia. Okay, we've seen you give her the Christmas tree. And when you get gift cards or gifts sent to your address, you're going to take them over to the house, do a live as she opens them. If you don't want your name called out, just say it's from Santa. Larry will
and
call out first names, not last names, not to expose anybody. But if you want your full name read, he'll read your full name. Stick a note in there and say, read my full name. I don't care. But the point is, it will be on live video and you will see her receive the gifts and the gift cards. You can't get no more honest and real than that.
Don Ritchie, he was the first one that stepped up to the plate and said, he's seen how many times that I stepped up to the plate, and I send my free artwork out. I've give a lot of artwork away. I give a lot of stuff away. Everybody said, "Why do you do that?" I want to see the smile on their face or the phone call afterwards. It's amazing when to see somebody's face after they receive something when they never had anything.
I do agree with that. That
Yeah,
when
it's
Alicia
just
got that
amazing.
Christmas tree, it was priceless. The look on her face and stuff, it was priceless. But anybody who has the love or compassion in their heart, wants to help, believes in lifting people up, caring for one another. Okay, we need the donations in by the 22nd, whether it be a gift, whether it be a gift card from Walmart, because when Larry gets the gift cards and she opens them and stuff, him and his family are going to take her to Walmart, let her shop, and he's going to do a live of her picking out the things that she wants of her choice. But we need them in by the 22nd. And again, she wears a 2X in clothes, a 10 and a half in a shoe, a 9 to 11 in a sock. Okay, she likes art. She likes art pads, colored pencils, markers, crayons, anything to do with art. She likes girly stuff, a bottle of perfume, some fingernail polish, just girl things. And like Larry said, you can get her a blanket, so she can cover her legs and stuff while she's up in her chair. These are simple things, people. Simple things. And it would be so simple to make this the best day for her. Back to you, Larry.
But no, like I said, I just want to try to do the best we can, and and that's why I said send it to me, so we can, yes, we can show where that stuff's gone. You'll get to see her open that stuff up, and you think she's gonna get excited, you're gonna get excited. You're gonna get very excited, and if you don't have the address or whatever, I put it in the community page. I put it in, I did 2 shorts with it in there. I think it's in the chat. There's a lot of places you can get if you want to help, but I welcome anybody that wants to help to bring community together, or, I just think that's what we should be doing right now, lifting families up. I can't see what Dawn put up there.
Don, why don't you come panel? I want 2 sets of praying hands, earrings, and 2 pendants.
Dawn, they're already getting done.
Can you find the link, Don?
It's sitting right there in the chat. If you need me to drop it again, I'll drop it.
I think it's a good thing what you're doing, Larry. I really do. I think you picked the perfect person. And you know what? You've done a lot in the community. Like you said, giving out stuff, you've given out art, you've given a lot of merchandise away. Just trying to help the community, trying to help people. You've sent out coffee cups, you've given out prayer hands, and you've never asked nobody for nothing.
But, I don't want people to think, well, that's his fault. But, I try to be nice to anybody and everybody that I can. Life's too short to be mean all the time and be negative. That's why I said anybody, you know, Dawn and Lily J's going to be practically our prayer group in here. Don said he'd love to be, and he prays for everybody. He wants God in everybody's heart, and that's where we should be at now. And it's like Don. He got a bunch of grandkids. Heck, I just got my first grandkid, but well, not yet, but it's in the oven baking. But no, it, it's interesting. There's nothing better than kids.
I do
Yeah,
agree.
kids. All kids are just totally different. They're just neat. Yeah, they're very neat. But there's nothing else like kids. Okay, see who we got here. I'm working on it. There we go.
Prayer warrior.
Prayer warrior. Prayer
It's
warrior.
me, Larry. It's me, Larry.
I know who it is. And Don, you don't worry about it. I got your package already worked on. We've been working on it.
Yeah, I just need to know. I'll send it to you. I don't like using PayPal because they've done some really weird things. If
Well,
you
I
need
don't,
it,
I don't do PayPal, and everybody said, "Well, you need a link on your channel." No, I don't. I don't do all that technology thing. You want to be honest, call me on the phone. We can talk. I rather do everything face to face
I agree with you 100%.
because
Well,
Okay,
you know what?
guys.
PayPal
I'm
is,
heading to that so I can drop my link. Okay, bye.
but uh, but no, Don. I'm sorry I didn't get a hold of you, or you called me last night, and I was already in bed, and then I didn't get your message because we're doing this live, but I was going to call you back if you didn't come back in. But
no,
I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you
you,
came back because I was telling them about Lily J and your guys' big night tomorrow.
I don't know about big, but
You guys do a good job on the prayer and stuff. Heck, we prayed and prayed the other night. We talked and we had a great time. It was enjoyable.
right. I did text Lily. I don't know if Miss Blue Moon uh, texted Lily to let her know you were up tonight. So I went ahead and texted her. So you might see her, and if you want to bring her up, that's your show. So um,
No, you and her's welcome anytime. Like I said, uh, you know, I did a small prayer a little bit ago.
all
I
you
thought
need.
it was good. I thought it was good enough. It came from the heart, but I left a few people out, and I'm sorry about that. But if you pray me out, I'll say their names. Uh, that'll make things better if I forgot any names. But if you pray me out, then I can say the names.
Well, that's no problem. Miss Blimmer was wondering what I was going to call the show, and I'm still kicking that around. If anybody's got any suggestions, I'm open to them.
But no, I just think people need God in their heart right now, and there's nobody. You know, I've watched a lot of people, and I know where their heart is. You guys go to a lot of channels and do a lot of prayer, and I just like how you do it because you guys try to get everybody. You try not to leave anybody out, even the people watching. It just makes it very nice. Hi, Marcy, MJ.
Larry,
So,
there's so much. Go ahead.
how's your day going, Don?
Very good.
Mine's doing very good too.
I've been doing a little deep diving on something that I left you a text message on it, but anyway, on something that I'm kind of passionate about, how we have been lied to for so many years about what is real, um, and what they've told us is a complete lie, about our history, how long we've been here. Um, you know, I'm a history buff. There's what do you call it? I like to learn about Atlantis, whether it's myth or fact. I like to learn about, if you're familiar with that, but I'm doing a kind of a dive in those two issues, and then the book of Esther, which is the 17th book of the Bible. And I'm trying to put something together on that. It's going to take some time, but you know, I don't know if it's going to come together or not. It's up to God.
And it'll come together
Yeah.
because, you know, God's in your heart. You know, every time I see you, you got God in your heart. And, you know, you put God first every day and he'll turn your life around, you know. And I see,
Absolutely.
you know, I see you and different people, and, you know, that's where I want to be. You know, I want to lift people up. I want to, you know, give people things and try to put God in their heart where they can just do the same thing and help build God's army. You know, God's gonna need an army. You know, he can't do it all himself.
Well, that's why we're here at this time. We are very fortunate to be living in this time. It's going to be biblical. What is about to come? There's so many things happening right now. I mean, I could name probably where on other channels, not naming names, they say, no, nothing's happening, nothing's this, nothing's that. Well, that's complete BS. I mean, what happened to T, that crypto, now Trimmers showing all the corruption and how they've funded the Democratic Party through sending money to Ukraine. Of course, I don't know if I should be saying this on YouTube. I'm sorry. I should probably shut up. But and I'm probably going to set up a Rumble channel too, so I can be
Yeah,
more expressive. And I apologize. I don't mean to hurt your show at all, but
but
there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Miss Piglosi has stepped down. AGs have been stepping down. You're going to see a lot of people, and honestly, there's been a ton of politicians that have stepped down because they've been told. Things are happening, and every day it gets quicker and quicker, in my opinion only, and my research.
well, and that's like you said with your opinion only. But you know, I see the same things that you see. And, you know, it's just like I said, get out in the community and look around. You'll see different things. And that's like, you know, Travis sent me that link last night, and I watched it a little bit this morning. And, you know, a lot of that I've already, you know, I knew that stuff happened, and there was different things in there. And I was like, it's going to all come out eventually.
You know what
Every
kind
bit of
of?
it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no,
What?
every bit of it's going to come out. Every bit of
Right.
it.
The truth will be revealed. Dark to light. Um, if you look, I'm a big Tesla fan. I've been intrigued by him all through my youth, um, and done a lot of reading on him and the technologies that were available at that time. I've learned a lot since. Um, the med beds are real. From my understanding, there's 3 types. That's coming out. Free energy is real. I've seen it actually performed on a short video. Traveling through the ground or whatever. Um, but we're headed for some amazing times, guys. That's all I got to say, and I'm just blessed to be alive at this time.
And, you know, I see that too. And that's like, you know, you're talking about electricity and stuff going through the ground. And, you know, look at some of these deep free or this heat, you know. My mother in law put that kind of heat. I forget what it's called, but they drill like 300 feet, and you know, she's got it only raises her electric bill like $20 or $30 a month. You know, it's just amazing how much update. You know, she don't have to do nothing but turn the switch on, and she's getting her heat and her air right out of the ground. You know, it's just amazing the technology today.
Yeah, and there's more coming. I mean, people are going to be amazed. And I just ask whoever's on here. I don't see the number, but it doesn't matter. Um,
No,
the people on here right now, you're going to be so amazed I mean, even things that I think I know, I'm going to be amazed, because I do a bit of research, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, I believe. God,
And
all this stuff that's been keeping us down. I did mention the Tartarians, which most people haven't, and it's new knowledge to me. Actually, it's been about 2 months since I've dug in that rat hole or rabbit hole. And just look at the World's Fairs back in 1905, 1920, all the little, the buildings that were made, the buildings that they tore down to hide that technology. It's amazing. Probably going to sound kind of goofy to some people, but I'll get my thoughts together on it and do a nice little reveal on that from my point of view only, of course. But we have a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. And yes, we're going through some times. There's going to be a humongous revival, and the things that are coming. I don't know if you guys seen that picture where a man is reaching up and he's got his finger out, and then God's got his finger out, and they're touching. I don't know if y'all have seen that one. That one, I need to get a copy and print it up.
yeah,
But,
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool. You're going to see God's hand in everything. I mean, just think about I'm getting their name. That court case that went to the Supreme Court. That is absolutely. They say that there's 5,000 to 8,000 that get funneled up to the Supreme Court, and maybe on a good year, according to Juan O'Sullivan, 200 on a good year, 250 are seen and judged on. And this one got put at the right time. This is just incredible, and it's just, I believe that it's a no-brainer. It's going to pass, and we're going to get rid of 387 of these nasty people that run our country right now. And Trump's going to be put back in office. I totally believe it, and I think it's going to come sooner than later.
I kind of believe that too. And, everybody says, well, don't get your hopes up, but it's coming. You better get the Lord in you, because it's coming. You better get ready, because it's going to be amazing.
Well, it's going to be a biblical moment. Many moments, actually. in my opinion. And I'm just glad that I made it through my issue at 50 with the cancer, and I'm still alive, and somewhat healthy.
But,
I beat up my body playing football for a long time, so got too many metal parts of me, and hopefully those med beds come around and I can get back to what I used to be. But anyway, that's another story.
yeah, that would just be so nice if we get to use those, and no more of this drugs that they're giving us to put in our body. It would just be amazing. It's just like Parkinson's and old timers and stuff. People have, my mom, she's got a little bit of old timers, and I got a friend, he's got Parkinson's, and we farm together. But I love to see them people get so much more help, so much.
Yeah, Irvin. I'm sorry, Irvin Neal said that, yeah, they did have electric cars back in the 1800s and 1900s. Yes, sir, they did.
Yep.
And they even had hydro or water cars back in those days. But the power that I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, but no, you're saying water, there was like two or three guys that had the cars that would run on a gallon of water, and you know what happened to them? They just came up missing, they didn't want that out there. But there's so much new technology, and I still say it's just like Trump said, we got so much energy here, and you know how much nicer it would be if we could just use water clean, it would be so nice. We'd all live better.
Well, we live longer too.
Yeah.
They're poisonous with our shampoos, the water. They put fluoride in there that's not really fluoride. It's hydrochloric fluoride, which is a poison. And they're just doing so many things. I could go on for a long time on that. It's you got to be careful what you buy. Your soaps, your especially underarm deodorants. You don't want aluminum in it. But then if you look, for men's, I don't look at women's underarm stuff, but I'm sure it's the same. They have glycolic um, acid in it, which is even worse than
Yeah.
than the aluminum. I mean, it's that's radiator fluid, basically, to make it real simple, that they're putting in your underarm, and it attacks cancerous wise through your lymph nodes because under your arms you got lymph nodes and stuff like that. So anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just you know throwing stuff out there.
Yeah, but it's just like you said, they don't realize it. And it's like the alkaline water, you might not like the taste of it. Start drinking it. It'll flush your body out. It'll flush your kidneys out. It cleans keeps your skin healthier.
Right.
Uh, you know, you get cold sores, you get mouth sores in your mouth from the winter time. Drink that stuff. That stuff will clean your system out. You know,
Well, I drink alkaline water only. Is
you know
all I drink.
that's like if
Yeah.
you get cancer or anything like that. And I've heard doctors say, start right off the bat, start drinking that water,
Well,
alkaline
not
water.
alkaline water, correct. Not the stuff that comes out of your
Yeah,
faucet.
alkaline.
Right, because no disease can survive in an alkaline environment. Zero. You don't get colds. You don't get cancer. You don't get anything. If your body is alkaline, and they have these little test strips, and you can stick them on your tongue or whatever, and see if your body is alkaline. And if it's not, if it's acid, then you need to make some lifestyle changes. Just my opinion.
And a lot of people they got lots of stomach acid. That will get rid of a lot of that stomach acid where you're eating all them bad foods. It'll clean you out where you'll be more healthier. You'll feel better.
Correct.
Yeah. We buy it in the cans. That's what we buy.
Well, there's a couple machines out there. I do represent a company that sells them, and I don't promote it, and I probably won't. I did have a conga machine at one time, but it's brutally expensive. There's another company that makes one more expensive, and more of them are coming out that are much cheaper at this point in time. But I do have I call her my water lady. She's down the street from me. She's got a little shop, and there and get 10 gallons at a time, in 5-gallon BPA plastic deals with a spout on it, and make, cooking it with it. I drink it, of course, make my tea with it, and you know, I drink it when I wake up, during the middle of the night, whatever. Um, First thing in the morning is 32 ounces of alkaline water every morning.
But it's just like, when Miss Blue Moon got sick and, she told me, she said, Larry, what kind of water you drink? I said, just the Deer spring water. And she said, go get alkaline water. She said, that's when she was real sick, and she said, "You'll live better, you'll be healthier." She said, "That's what my doctor told me." I did that, I felt better after I started drinking it. And
Right.
and we drink like all spring water. We drink bottled water all the time. We pay for city water, but we shower in it, and
Correct.
but
Yeah.
and because it gets boiled in the hot water tank. But every year I got to drain that hot water tank. There's so much stuff in it. Heck, it almost makes you feel like just to cut the lines off and replace it every time I clean it.
Yeah. The cows. Well, here we've got hard water down here in San Antonio. So yeah, that's a big concern. um, but bills, but like I said, I don't. Yeah, I shower in it, and I've got filters and stuff like that. But I could do better, and I'm trying to find some solutions for that too.
But yeah, no, I just think everybody, I just think we need to go back to, our roots where we started from, start getting our own food and, raising our own food and, start drinking spring water. Cause, I've looked up water memory, anything that goes in the ground in the water, it holds its own memory. And you start looking at that and research it, and you're like, oh, that's kind of disgusting. You know, if one person's sick, and then they take that somewhere, water, all the sickness will end up going back into it. It's kind of nasty when you start looking into water memory.
Right.
And,
Well, I've seen studies. Same way with frequency. I'm really big on frequencies. You can take water under a microscope, and I can't think of the man's name. I think he was from Japan, if my memory serves me well. And he showed what water looked like under a frequency of 432, frequency of 528, or no, wait, 538. I'm sorry, that's the healing frequency. 432 is so much different. I play music and I tune my guitars and other instruments to 432. It sounds better, but the music industry, the nasty people, change it to 440, and I just like the way my guitars, mostly my guitar, or mandolin, or whatever sounds when it's tuned to a 432. It's just so clean. But
you know,
going back to the water, you would be amazed the beautiful formations that it makes under a certain, different frequencies. I've seen a guy do it on a plate with salt, and he has a frequency changer, and you can, they spread the salt. It's all over the table, and then when they put it to a certain frequency, it makes this formation. Then you take it to another frequency, it makes another. It's just beautiful. It's like snowflakes. Snowflakes. There's not one snowflake that is the same. I don't know if you knew that or not. I didn't know that until a
yeah,
while back. Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
knew
amazing.
that. But that's like you were saying, you play guitar and stuff. I was raised around guitar, but I could never catch on fast enough, and I just lost all hope in myself. And I
Well,
got a guitar, but I don't play it,
well,
because
you can play pretty much with a capo because it changes the the tone of your guitar. I'm just putting it simply. But with a capo, you can play G, C, D, and A, and pretty much mimic every song. Now, there's songs out there that are very, very difficult, and I get that. I'm not anywhere near that, and I just find
but
pleasure in playing it for myself. That's it.
well, my problem is I'm left-handed, and the strings are upside down, if I would
Well,
go get it switched around, I could probably play it. Because I can
yeah,
play
all
it.
you got to do is string it backwards and turn the guitar upside down. No big deal.
Yeah, I can play it that way, but it's upside down. I can play a little bit that way, but that's my only problem. And then I get the right-handed guitar, and I'm like, I can't keep that hand moving fast enough, you know. But
No, just restring it backwards, basically. And if you're worried about damaging your wood on your guitar because you don't have a pick guard on it, they sell those
yeah,
pick guards for zero. I mean, nothing. I mean, they're cheap. They're $3-4, and glue you a little pick guard on there. Tune your guitar backwards, and you'll be good to go.
and you know, I always thought of doing that, and everybody see that guitar and they'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" But I figure there's people that does it.
I got a text from Lily. She just landed. I guess she's coming back
Well,
from
that's good.
her mom. So
Yeah, I'm glad. You know, I'm glad she made it back. I was wondering about her.
yeah, she's a good woman.
And that's why when I first did the prayer, I put her in there because I wanted her to get back safe. And you know, we got a good group here. You
Like
know,
she just landed.
but
Sorry.
but no, I was just telling you, we got a good group here, and you know, I want to try to keep it. You know, we got caring people in here. You know, there's a lot of them in here, and everybody I've seen tonight, you know, they're all caring people. Their
Absolutely.
hearts are in the right place.
Well, we need to be in the right because you're either going to be on the A team or the B team, and we want to be on the A team with God. And what is coming, the ascension that's coming, is going to be just unbelievable, in my opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
it's going to be keep a positive attitude. Yes, it wears me out sometimes too, but then just go to prayer and say, Lord, I believe in you. I know we got to go through this, and I can't wait till we move forward and get rid of these nasty, ugly people that have been controlling us for hundreds of years. I mean, it's back a long time, and it's time for them to leave. And this is worldwide. Look at Brazil. Look at China.
Yeah.
I mean, when people realize, and I'm wondering about here in the United States, I mean, peaceful protesting is legal. You know, we don't have to go to D.C. and have them do their little charade that, you know, did insurrection, bull crap. But we can get in the streets and you know, pray and say what we want. You know, elections not going right, and it should be fine. You know, I mean, look at what the truckers did. I mean, there was hundreds and hundreds of people over when they were making their trip. You know what? I haven't heard about them. To come to think of it, are they still down there in D.C., the truckers? I haven't heard anything on that yet lately.
Well,
people
I
were
was
supporting them.
thinking they was down there, and that's like I seen something today. They was talking about North Carolina where they're out of power still, and
Oh,
those
wow.
and they was saying those things that got shot up down there or whatever happened to them. Somehow they got holes all through them, and it's like the big converters or generators or something that holds the juice. They were saying
Capacity.
it takes almost 2 years to replace one of those.
No, that's bullcorn.
I don't believe that. You know,
No.
those
Okay, just think
those
about
are already.
okay, you know, you know, above you know, the lines stuff you got capacitor. I call them capacitors. That's just kind of
Yeah.
my teaching. Anyway, when a stupid squirrel crosses, if they're on one line, if they cross and make big mistake, it blows up that big, round barrel looking capacitor thing, and they're out the next day putting it in. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
not rocket
Well,
science.
well, it's just like I was telling a person today. I said they're just a big square thing, and they got two wires that comes in, and they sit on the ground, and they got like 6 or 8 of them, and then they got a steel box over them. It shouldn't be that hard to refix it because you just got to put the wires back on. They're already made and sitting in a yard.
Correct.
It ain't rocket science.
Hopefully, not very far in the future, we're going to have free energy. I know it sounds like hopium, but it's not hopium. The technology's been around. Hold on. Uh-oh. She wants out. Oh, be quiet. There's nothing out there. It's my puppy. She wants to go see her mama.
But
she's got a bark like a water.
I mean, the other night when I heard it, that's why I thought it was a German Shepherd.
No, she's only 8 months old and a Labrador, but her bark is worse than Sky's, and she's 8 years old. I mean, she's good guard dog. But anyway, well, like I said, hopefully we don't have to worry about that anymore. We get the free energy going. I'm sure it's going to take some time to get it implemented, but it's there. It's been there since the 1900s. They've taken all that away because they owned the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergs, Astors, took control of the oil and gas industry and basically screwed Tesla around on his free energy thing. He proved it way back when, 125 years ago. And it's all there. It's not fiction. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's true. It's real. I've done, I don't know how many hours of research on him. And what an amazing man. There's 2 other people that figured it out too. And then Donald Trump's uncle was the one that went in and got all that technology from Tesla before the FBI came in and got it. Because there's some missing trunks. There's some missing trunks, and this is just information that I've seen. And I believe it's true that they got the good stuff, and that's what's going to be coming out. There's probably, like, if I remember correctly, 2,000 plus patents that were patented back then that are going to be released now that we get those control people out of the way, and we're going to live really, really nice, good lives, in my opinion. Very soon. Hopefully, it keeps me around long enough to see it.
Well, it's just like our patents. It was stole for different things, and companies they ended up stealing or selling their patents of the United States. It's just like GE when they was trying to steal that platinum. Well, that was the plans for it, and a lot of that stuff was for jet engines and stuff. That will we ever get them blueprints back? That's what I always wondered.
No, we already got them. In fact, Tesla, and I was on a deal earlier today. I think it's something McGrath was doing it. I'd have to go back, and I didn't take notes. I was just kind of listening and just doing another dig on that. But basically, they have the trunks from Tesla, number one. The anti-gravity, he knew. Now I'm just getting into, which I was kind of looking at when you called, and I didn't want to get off it because I was afraid I wouldn't
Yeah.
find it again. But
Right.
the anti-gravity through sound. How do you, I mean, you got to be not in your right mind to think when the pyramids were made that they had thousands and thousands of slaves pulling those humongous blocks and the engineering inside there, and how they, they call it the king's chamber and the queen's chamber and whatever. It was a power, um, in my opinion. Again, I don't want to make anybody think that I know everything, but it was a power generator. And then if you look at it, it lines up with the Orion stars. So, I mean, there's so much information we've been just not given privy to, and they've been holding back to make. There's nothing wrong with oil or coal, but why are they shutting down those plants until we get the alternative energy in place? It's on purpose by design to make us, number one, starving for energy, starving for food. I can't believe what's going on. Maybe there's processes, plants. We're doing ugly things and we've been on purpose. I don't know. But things are happening, and what I see, it's all for the good. Julie Green had a really good show today. Really good show. I don't know if any of y'all watch her, but she's kind of a prophet.
I don't watch you, sir.
She had a beautiful show today.
I think T. Lee watches her. There's a good many people I think in here watches her.
Yeah, she had a great show today. What was the title? It was called "Will Go the Way," and not verbatim. I'm just giving you my memory.
Yeah.
The pharaohs of today will go the way of the pharaohs of old, and that's in the Bible. And the pharaohs today are the people that are controlling, everything. We don't have a shortage of oil. We don't have a shortage of diesel or gas or any of that. They're holding it back. Look at the supply chain. Look what's coming up with the trains that deliver our goods to all of our stores. Who's controlling that? Well, it ain't the good people.
No, and it's just a scare tactic, I think.
Absolutely.
They say, "Oh, there ain't no more drilling," but I live probably, I don't know, I can look out the door and I can see 2 wells right now being drilled. I go on the other side, I see 2 more. I think it's just a scare tactic.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Well, and I don't mind saying it. There's a reason. Okay. People give me crap about listening to 107. Whoever he is, I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's very connected. Number one, evidently very knowledgeable in many things. But he went to Mar-a-Lago 3 weeks ago, and then his next trip, because I follow him pretty steady, he was in Alaska, and I think he was meeting with the powers that be that have that pipeline that they shut down.
Yeah.
And telling them to prepare because moves are going to be, in my opinion, again, please people understand, just my research, that moves are going to be made that as soon as the Bronson. Wow, how funny that my mind works. That court case goes through from the Supreme Court. Those people are going to be gone, and Biden's going to be gone, and he fills up Harris is going to be gone, and all that. That's going to light up everything, and it won't take very long for that oil, gas to flow at all. And we're going to be in good shape.
Oh, and you're right. Only thing they got to do is just go walk over to a building and flip the switch on.
Correct.
Yeah, they just, it's just like when they said, oh, they're going to cut it off. Well, the only thing you do is walk over there, screw a thing in, or flip a switch, and it shuts it off. Well, it should have been ours running instead of other people's. United States should be saying United States should be first right now. We got to take care of our own people.
Well, we were until the fake man in.
Yeah.
Biden doesn't exist as a real man. He's been taken care of a long time ago. They got masks. I'm still not understanding body doubles and all that kind of stuff. It could be. I think it's actors and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, we had people in our government that were participating in treasonous actions and trying to take this country down. Plus, we have a medical tyranny that we're giving those, what I call, I shouldn't say it on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? The thing in your arm.
We know what you're talking about.
That messed with your E_A and M__A, and we're growing things in your body, which was just absolutely nasty stuff. I mean, nasty. Trying to depopulate.
Yep, and I seen that. It wasn't on just one place. They actually put the person up there, and it just looked like a big worm just going clear through their stomach. It looked like a big tapeworm.
I watched something earlier this morning where it was a short one. It was about 18 minutes, I think, if I remember correctly. And I get a lot of my info off of Telegram. It says dead doctors don't lie. Well, of course, these doctors were all in it and doing that thing, to all their patients that would accept it. And they're saying, the normal death rate of a doctor 50 to 40 is up over 4 times. The one that's really surprising is the doctor. Of course, it takes you to you're about 30 to become a full-fledged doctor, right? Because you're in residency and all that other bullshit. Between 30 and 40 was up 8 times. Sudden death syndrome. And all you got to do is watch sports.
Yeah.
Soccer people dropping like flies. Basketball people dropping like flies. I mean, mostly in foreign countries. Referees, when they went crazy on all this stuff. People are going to be pretty PO'd once they get informed and awake on what these people have done to us. Or not per se me. I'm in what I always told people. I said I'm in the control group.
Yeah, but I don't know if you watch him or not. Lewis and Mafugo News. I seen a thing, and I don't know if it's true, but the people that got the thing, they said when
you're breaking up, Larry. You're breaking up just a bit. I'm sorry. Just want to let you know.
thing, you know, they was talking about, I don't know, it's blowing up and stuff. You know, true or not.
Larry, you've been kind of fuzzy for the last couple of
No,
minutes. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. It might be on my end. I'm sorry. I've got
yeah,
one. Oh, it's on my end. My bars are going from
yeah,
6.
they're all in the green on my side.
I got 6, and then when you were, it's on my end.
But another thing, we got to talk to Lily J.
Yeah, she just landed. I got a text from her,
Right?
and
What time we? It was around 7 or a little bit after 7.
yes, sir.
Because I was just wanting to let people know in here, if you guys want to come to a good show tomorrow, we're going to have me and Miss Blue Moon and Don. We'll probably, I think Lily JT, the heck of a speaker. No, I just wanted to let everybody know, and they're welcome tomorrow, you know. Tomorrow, you know, and we're gonna need prayer. We'll pray for everybody that's in here tonight, you know. But that's where we gotta start. Put the Lord in your heart and just keep moving forward. We gotta help him build an army. If YouTube goes and they unsubscribe people, and I have to go back and reascribe to a bunch of them because they just knock them off. But I just thought I'd let you guys know we're going to have a pretty good show tomorrow. At least I think it. Uh, you know, we can talk about anything, especially if you got something to talk about. Come up here, talk about food, talk about anything. You know. Right. But I think we've probably been on here long enough. But I guess if you guys want to come to the show tomorrow, we're planning on having a good show tomorrow. We're gonna have Dawn here and different people. You know, it ain't just gonna be me here. I know. I'm gonna drop the link here. I'll drop the link one more time here. If I get it to pop up. This I don't know if it dropped. Yeah, there it is. It makes it so hard sometimes to drop the link because one minute you got to push on it hard, and next it's almost like they got us fingerprinted on our phones. If I switch different fingers, it won't work. It's almost like they've got us already touchscreen with their fingers. They've already got our fingerprints, their eyes. It's just messed up. And you know, I put the link up there if you guys want in. Oh, there's Miss Blue Moon. There you go, Miss Blue Moon.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hit that link and come on back up here so I can go back to chat. You have been sounding like a bumblebee, Edna said, for 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know.
Oh, you're fine. It was entertaining.
Oh, I refreshed. I just don't know what's going on.
Okay, back to you, Larry and Don.
But maybe I can say the names and maybe you can say a prayer for them here. Uh, are you with us? I don't know if Don can hear us, guys. You got there, Don. Oh, there you are.
I have
I
no
hear
bars.
you now.
I have
Oh,
no bars.
okay.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it keeps bumping back and forth. There we go.
I can mute here in a minute if you want to say a prayer real fast.
I don't know if that's going to help, but try it.
Okay, I'll mute if that will help.
Can I get a 5x5? Now too. Larry, I apologize. I don't know if anybody's hearing. Not happening.
You got full bars on my side, Don. Yeah.
You're breaking up.
Everybody's in the green.
I'm showing nothing. Well, I'm showing 4 on top and nothing, down where my prayer warrior thing is. But can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Okay, good. Lord, I just ask you to come. We come before you as the only God that we need to be with. The only God that gave his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to us to cover our sins, because we all are sinners. But Lord, we're learning, we're knowing. We feel you coming, whichever way you will come. It's all in your timing. It's not our timing. Of course, we wanted this done a lot sooner. But you don't get rid of all the evil on this earth in just 2 years. Lord, we kneel before you. We stand with you. We just ask you to bring us more people to Larry's channel and grow his channel. He's got a good heart, Lord. Miss Blue Moon, Edna. I'm sorry if I don't mention anybody that's not feeling good. I just ask them to ask for him. I think it was Isaiah 64. The Lord said, I will 7 times. And all you have to do is ask. Come for him and pray for healing in every situation. He will. He will, he will, he will, he will save you, for one, and he will answer your prayer. Lord, I thank you for our prophets that we have at this time. I thank you for the men and women like Larry, Edna, Miss Lily, Miss Blue Moon, that have brought us together. Yeah, we may have few numbers now, but I know you're going to bless this channel. And we're going to grow. And we're going to help many more people. And we're going to show your love to all of the people. First, we got to take care of people here. We need to get them out of these tents, homeless. This is just absolutely, in this country, absolutely ridiculous. I just ask you for the veterans to hang on. It's said that 22 veterans take their own lives every day. Ken Carson wrote a song on that. I just ask you to tell them, hold on. Grab onto you. Be with you. Because your time is coming. We know it. I know it. I know it in my spirit because we are spirit beings living in a flesh body, not meat suits trying to find spirituality. We are spiritual beings. That's why we are the most beautiful thing that you've created in all of your universe. I don't know if there's other beings. I'm still researching. It's not mine right now. All I care is about our people, humanity in every country, standing up. A worldwide revival of us being your people, like you proclaimed. For Julie, you said, and I'm trying to do her words as good as I can. They will not take my people, my country. They will not succeed. You will see. And this world will become a better place. Because we're not only our brother's keeper in the United States, we are our brother's brother. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Don. Don, no, I wouldn't be able to do this show if it wasn't for you guys. You know, I have 48 subscribers, but you know, I got people that really put their neck out for me, and they stand behind me. And you know, I owe a lot of you guys thanks. You know, I want to make sure you guys know. I think, but I just want to make sure everybody knows. I'm glad they're backing me, you know, helping me as much as I can, and you know, prayer for us. You know, I really appreciate it. So thank
We love you,
all.
Larry.
Yeah.
We love you.
And I'll be on here. I'm probably like a bumblebee again. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow night, and we'll try to. Thanks, guys, that showed up. Like I said, we'll try to bring something else tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to have people. If you want to come up, come up. Give me and Don somebody, Lee. Give us something interesting. Come up and tell us you need a prayer for you. Anything to put him in your heart. Well, Don, it looks like we'll catch you.
Amen.
Amen.